Your kidneys are under attack right now and you don't even know it. Every single day, toxic waste products are building up in your bloodstream from something as innocent as your morning toast or your afternoon apple. These aren't the toxins you think about. These are uremic toxins with names like indoxyl sulfate and p-cresyl sulfate, silently damaging your kidney cells and blood vessels while you sleep. But here's what shocked researchers in the latest clinical trials. 3 simple snack combinations can actually flush these hidden toxins from your system and improve your kidney's microcirculation in just weeks. And it's not what you'd expect. We're not talking about expensive supplements or complicated detox programs. I'm about to show you the exact snack formulas that moved measurable toxin levels in controlled human studies. Why your gut bacteria might be your kidney's worst enemy, and the one ingredient hiding in your pantry that can turn your afternoon snack into a kidney-protecting powerhouse. But first, let me tell you what happens when these toxins accumulate. Every time you eat protein, your gut bacteria break it down and create waste products that your kidneys have to filter. When these systems get overwhelmed, compounds like indoxyl sulfate start circulating in your blood, literally poisoning your kidney cells and making your blood vessels stiff and inflamed. The scary part? Your regular blood tests might look normal while this damage is happening. Creatinine levels can stay steady even as these toxic compounds wreak havoc on your kidney's delicate filtering system. Here's where the story gets interesting. Scientists decided to test whether changing what people snack on could actually change their toxin levels. They weren't looking at kidney function markers that take years to shift. They were measuring the actual toxic compounds floating in people's blood. The results were stunning. In multiple clinical trials, people who added specific fiber combinations to their daily routine saw their uremic toxin levels drop significantly in just 8 to 12 weeks. Their inflammatory markers went down, their blood vessel function improved, and here's the kicker. It happened with simple foods you can buy at any grocery store. So what were these magical snack combinations? The first one involves a surprising twist on movie theater popcorn. Researchers found that air-popped popcorn becomes a toxin-fighting machine when you add just 1 to 2 tablespoons of resistant starch powder. This combination delivers a double hit of fiber that feeds your good gut bacteria while starving the ones that create kidney toxins. The secret is in how resistant starch works. Unlike regular starch that gets absorbed in your small intestine, resistant starch travels all the way to your colon, where it feeds beneficial bacteria that actually compete with the toxin-producing ones. Studies using 10 to 30 grams daily showed dramatic reductions in both indoxyl sulfate and p-cresyl sulfate levels. But here's the trap most people fall into. They try to add too much fiber too fast and end up with digestive issues that make them quit. The key is starting with just 1 tablespoon of resistant starch mixed into your popcorn and gradually increasing over 2 weeks. Now, the second snack combination targets your blood vessels directly. Scientists discovered that anthocyanin compounds in dark berries don't just provide antioxidants, they literally improve blood flow to your kidneys. When researchers measured something called flow-mediated dilation, which shows how well your arteries can expand, people eating anthocyanin-rich berries showed significant improvements in just 4 weeks. The winning formula? A bowl of blueberries or blackberries mixed with yogurt and 3 to 5 grams of inulin powder. The berries provide the vessel-protecting anthocyanins. The yogurt adds protein to balance blood sugar, and the inulin acts as a prebiotic fiber that reduces toxin production in your gut. Multiple meta-analyses confirm that this prebiotic approach consistently lowered uremic toxins while also reducing inflammatory markers and blood urea nitrogen levels. The researchers were amazed that such simple dietary changes could produce measurable improvements in kidney-related blood markers. But the third snack combination is where things get really interesting. Watermelon contains high levels of an amino acid called citrulline that your body converts to nitric oxide. the same compound that keeps your blood vessels relaxed and your circulation strong. When researchers tested watermelon intake, they found improvements in pulse wave velocity and arterial stiffness, both indicators of better kidney blood flow. The smart way to use watermelon? Cut about 1 cup of fresh watermelon and pair it with a small portion of nuts or Greek yogurt. The protein and fat help prevent blood sugar spikes, while the citrulline goes to work improving your microcirculation. Here's something most people don't realize. Your kidneys receive about 20% of your heart's blood output every single minute. When your blood vessels become stiff from toxin damage, your kidneys have to work much harder to filter your blood. By improving vessel function with these targeted nutrients, you're essentially giving your kidneys a helping hand. Now, before we go further, I need to mention that if you have any underlying health conditions or take medications, especially for kidney disease or diabetes, you should always consult with your healthcare provider before making dietary changes. This is particularly important for potassium and glucose management. The science behind this approach is rock solid. We've spent considerable time researching peer-reviewed studies and clinical trials to bring you only evidence-based information. All the references are available in the description below because we believe in fighting misinformation with transparent, verifiable science. What makes this approach so powerful is that it works through multiple pathways simultaneously. The resistant starch and prebiotic fibers change your gut bacteria composition, reducing the production of uremic toxins at their source. The anthocyanins protect and repair your blood vessels, improving circulation to your kidneys, and the citrulline enhances nitric oxide production, keeping your microcirculation flowing smoothly. Studies consistently show that people who follow these protocols see reductions in indoxyl sulfate and p-cresyl sulfate levels within weeks, not months. These aren't subtle changes. We're talking about statistically significant improvements that researchers could measure in controlled trials. But here's what you need to understand about expectations. These strategies are proven to lower toxic metabolites and support vascular function, but they don't promise immediate creatinine reductions. Creatinine is a late-stage marker that changes slowly over time. What we're targeting are the upstream toxins that cause the damage in the first place. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. You're not eliminating entire food groups or following complicated meal plans. You're strategically adding specific nutrients to snacks you might already enjoy. The air-popped popcorn with resistant starch becomes your evening snack. The berry yogurt bowl with inulin becomes your afternoon treat. The watermelon with nuts becomes your post-workout refresher. Start with one combination for the first week, then gradually add the others. Pay attention to your digestive tolerance, and remember to increase your water intake as you add more fiber. Most people start seeing improvements in energy and overall well-being within the first month as their toxin burden decreases. The research is clear. By targeting uremic toxins at their source and supporting kidney circulation through strategic nutrition, you can take meaningful steps toward protecting your kidney health. Your kidneys work tirelessly every day to keep your blood clean. Now you know how to return the favor with simple, science-backed snack choices that support them in ways most people never consider. Don't forget to subscribe and share this info with someone whose health you care about. Stay curious and see you in the next one.